Welcome to this episode of Commissioner's Corner. Today we're talking about everything clean water Kitsap. And when you think about the fact that Kitsap County is the Puget Sound lowlands, that everything that drains from our roads, from our lawns, through our streams and out into the Puget Sound, it just emphasizes the fact that being able to approach and deal with issues of water quality is so important to not only Kitsap residents but to the entire region. So stay tuned and you'll learn a lot. Joining me now is Mindy Phone, who's with the Kitsap County Public Works Stormwater Division. Mindy, thanks so much for being part of the program today.
You're welcome. It's great to be here.
So our whole emphasis today is we're talking about everything about clean water and Kitsap. So what is Clean Water Kitsap?
Well, Clean Water Kitsap is our new name. The program is 20 years old, wow. And it was time to make a change and update it, basically. So Clean Water Kitsap is a partnership for stormwater management, and it's a partnership that has worked for 20 years, so we have a new name and a new look, but we're pretty much the same great program.
Okay, so who are the partners?
Well, the partners are Kitsap County Public Works Stormwater Division. We manage the program, and we also do a lot of work on our own, and the other partners are Kitsap Public Health District, Kitsap Conservation District, and WSU Kitsap Extension.
Oh, wonderful. Sounds like a great partnership.
It's terrific.
So what does Clean Water Kitsap do?
We do a lot of things. We really focus on stormwater management to reduce flooding, to restore fish habitat, and to prevent pollution of our surface waters.
Okay.
And the way we do that is through programs that each of us, there's 15 distinct programs, and we track our progress. We track the effectiveness of the programs and also the cost efficiency of those programs.
Okay. So today we're actually filming at the fairgrounds, which has a lot of examples of different projects that have happened. Behind us there's a rain garden. Not too far away in front of the livestock buildings we actually have some pervious pavement. So yes. Can you talk a little bit about those types of projects in our community?
Yes, the last 5 years we've really gone green, and that's basically changing our stormwater systems so that they soak the water in and clean the water up, and that's usually running it through soil, soaking it into the ground. Okay. We used to build our systems to pipe the water away, and when we do that, the water picks up pollutants from the ground, it rushes to our streams and causes erosion and problems in those stream habitats for fish. So by slowing the water down, we're preventing those problems. So the fairgrounds is a great place to come out and look at the pervious asphalt. Just take your water bottle and pour it out on it and it'll soak right in, and they work great. We also have it at the YMCA, pervious concrete. And rain gardens are a wonderful way to collect the water and soak it in and clean it up, and they can be quite beautiful.
So we're really talking about retrofitting. I mean, old spaces, existing built spaces, and trying to tweak them a little bit to do it differently. So how much would you say do you focus now on retrofitting versus brand new implementation of projects?
Right. Well, I think one way to look at it is new development versus retrofit. And even though new development has to use low impact development now and green systems, that's not going to make up the problems of the past. So retrofit is really where it's at, is where we like to say. And so what we're doing is community retrofit plans. And we just finished plans for Silverdale, Keyport, Manchester, the new stormwater park going in there, Indianola. And so with those plans, we're not just planning, we're moving forward with a multitude of projects. So if you look around, there's lots of dirt being moved around and projects being put in the ground.
That's great. So I think one of the questions that viewers might have is how are all these retrofit projects, how is Clean Water Kitsap funded?
Well, we're funded from 4 different sources. One is residential properties in unincorporated Kitsap County pay $78 a year in a stormwater management fee, and that's one of the lowest fees across Puget Sound. Another source of funding is our county roads department. Roads is a significant source of pollution, and so they pay into the fund, and that helps fund our retrofits.
Okay.
The third source is grants. We use those fees from folks to leverage money, and we bring in a significant number of grants to add to that base amount of money.
Been very successful with
Been
that.
very successful. And our fourth source is commercial properties. They're not charged that $78, but they're charged $78 for every 4,000 square feet of hard surfaces on their property.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So what gets funded through Clean Water Kitsap?
A multitude of projects. So the way it works is that we have interlocal agreements with our partners, and we work those out every year, and each partner has programs that they implement. What's really terrific is that the last 5 years we've started cross-pollinating and working together on projects. Some good examples are the rain garden, homeowner rain garden program. Other programs, WSU Extension Stream Stewards Training. So there's programs that you see out there that are very visible to the public. Those volunteer programs, the Kitsap Water Festival, our pollution identification and correction program at the Health District, which cleans up shellfish beds. So we can go out and harvest those shellfish. But there's programs that are behind the scenes that you really don't see. Some programs like that are the retrofit, the construction, the engineers doing design, and our maintenance folks out there doing maintenance. Maintenance of what we have is really important. Excuse me, we have 10,000 catch basins, miles and miles of pipe, and if you keep those clean, you prevent the contaminated solids from moving downstream into the streams. So
Defeating the purpose of all of it to begin with.
exactly.
So what has actually been accomplished over the past 20 years with the program?
Well, in the last 20 years, we've been able to upgrade 2,500 acres of shellfish beds in Kitsap County. We're the only county to have upgrades of that large amount. Over 100 rain gardens have gone in the ground. In the last 5 years, we've put in 85 new green stormwater systems. Our conservation district has just last year put in 7,200 feet of fencing to keep livestock away from streams and sensitive water bodies. So there's been a lot accomplished.
Wow, amazing. And I think one of the things we wanted to do today was also, I mean, it's an opportunity to, it's kind of what's old is new. You have 20 years of success, but yet it's a new name and a new look for the program. So one of the things we wanted to do today as part of this program is to share that short video that was produced for the launch of Clean Water Kitsap. So stay tuned and you'll see that video.
The harbor right here. I'm a live aboard on a boat, so I really enjoy the harbor here.
You know, it's God's country, and there's lots of outdoor things to do here.
I like how much more green it is here, how there's like forest right in the middle of the city, and basically just seeing nature everywhere.
I like it how it's near the water, primarily, most of the area, but also I like the small town feel of this area.
It's just a safe place to be, a great place to raise children. I love Kitsap County.
There's more animal life in the water than there is on land, so I think it's pretty important. We keep the streams clean and, you know, in good health.
Very important.
Very, very important.
Incredibly important.
It's absolutely important. Everybody wants clean water, and it starts with us.
Never. Never thought about it. Not a lot, actually.
Maybe every time it rains and my street starts to flood.
Not very often.
To tell you the truth, I don't think about it a lot. I rely on others to think about it. Hopefully they do.
The Puget Sound. Into the Sound.
I'm assuming it goes into the creek.
And that I have no idea.
Yeah, it goes into the Hood Canal.
Oh, I guess I am assuming it's going out into the sound.
Actually, I'm not that up on that.
Oh, I don't know.
That is a great question.
I have no idea.
Couldn't tell you.
Good question.
I don't think so.
I don't.
I haven't thought about it.
I honestly don't.
Yes.
Of course.
Very important, yes.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's imperative.
Very important, yes.
Most definitely.
Yes. Definitely.
Very important, yes.
Oh, yeah. Fish are important.
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely, yes.
Yes, that's very important, because I like to eat fish.
Yes. We'd like everything to be clean.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Of course. Because if you don't, then everything will be ruined all around.
We love Kitsap too. For all your reasons, we sure agree. We think about stormwater management all the time. It's our job and our passion. The program was created to address real concerns about the state of Kitsap waters. We work to reduce flooding, prevent pollution, stop erosion, restore fish habitat, and preserve shellfishing. Because stormwater flows into not only Puget Sound, but lakes, wetlands, and streams. We have no major rivers, so salmon rely on Kitsap's valuable small streams. Fees from landowners in unincorporated Kitsap County pay for a unique, one-of-a-kind approach to solving stormwater problems. When you see a public works factor cleaning drains, or if your septic system is checked by a health district staff, or if you get help from the local conservation district to install a rain garden, or take a WSU extension class about local streams and salmon, you've just become one of our partners. Since 1994, our name was a mouthful, Kitsap County Surface and Stormwater Management. We are now Clean Water Kitsap. New name, new look, same commitment to water quality. Please join us, learn what we do, but more importantly, learn what you can do at www.cleanwaterkitsap.org.
We hope you enjoyed that video. We're back with Mindy Phone. Mindy, what was the really sort of the impetus behind producing the video? Why'd you want to do that?
Well, we decided we wanted to do that to emphasize to folks, it was interesting, their answers to some of the questions. What do your stormwater fees pay for? And folks were very honest with us. And we'd like folks to know what their fees are paying for. Some of the amazing work that's being done is that last year alone, over 7,000 Kitsap citizens participated in our outreach programs. We had 350 community members over the last 5 years install mutt-mitt pet waste stations and maintain them.
Wow.
350 of those stations are throughout the county. And people using those stations and picking up pet waste, it's totaled, last year, just 100 tons of dog poop diverted
100
away.
tons in 1 year?
In 1 year, the
Okay.
benefit of those stations. And then our street sweepers, we have new high-efficiency street sweepers, and last year alone, they picked up 300 gallons of oil off the roads and 500 pounds of toxic metals.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's definitely a worthwhile investment in our community and our environment and everything that we take for granted and appreciate in living here in Kitsap. So wonderful. Well, Mindy, thank you very much for being part of the program and for everything that you do for Clean Water Kitsap. So if folks wanted to really like that video, where would they go and get that or maybe share that with other people?
Well, we have a new website,
Okay.
www.cleanwaterkitsap.org. And the website it's the partnership, and it's really quite simple, easy to navigate around, tips around the home, for your business, in the community, about our volunteer programs. And it's also part of that website is to get you more information and jump out to our partners and engage with our partners.
Well, wonderful. Speaking of partners, stay tuned and we'll be introducing some of them. Welcome back. Joining me now is Leslie Bannigan with the Kitsap Public Health District. Leslie, thanks so much for being part of the program today.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to come. I'm very excited to share some information about my program.
Well, wonderful. And you are all Clean Water Kitsap today.
I am.
You've got all the hat and the t-shirt and you're ready to go. So for the Public Health District, what does the partnership of Clean Water Kitsap mean to you?
The Clean Water Kitsap partnership is really important to Kitsap Public Health. It has allowed us to become a leader in our region and statewide in water pollution cleanup projects. We've been able to share our techniques with other jurisdictions and share with the state. It has allowed us to do trend water monitoring, so we monitor 57 streams every month so that we can accurately determine which ones have pollution problems, and then we can decide which ones we need to clean up.
So what most viewers might hear of this program, they might hear it as PIC, or the Pollution Identification and Correction Program. And so can you tell us a little bit more about what does that mean? What's the process of doing that program?
Well, what it means is that we help neighborhoods and communities keep human and animal waste out of our shorelines, our beaches, and our streams. And the way that we do that is we monitor for fecal pollution in our waterways. We look for places where it exceeds the state water quality standard, and then we assess those areas for how much the public comes into contact with those areas, and then we clean those up in a prioritized manner and in a standardized manner. It has allowed us to write grants so that we're able to parlay the Clean Water Kitsap funding into federal and state grants to do more work than we ordinarily would be able to do.
Great.
It allows us to follow up on cleaning up the sources that we do find, whether that be human sources, animal sources, whether that be failing septic systems, failing sewer infrastructure. It could be pet waste, it could be agricultural and livestock animal waste. And it also allows us to educate the public and give them information on how to get the most life out of their septic systems, as well as how to keep bacteria from leaving their property and polluting these waterways that we all so much love.
So Mindy previously in the program talked about the amount of shellfish beds that were able to be reopened. What else has been able to be accomplished because of Clean Water Kitsap?
Well, we feel that allowing our waters to be cleaner allows us to be a healthier community. We've got our kids and our dogs are running through the creeks and streams and in through our lakes, and they're tracking all of that back through our homes, and we don't want to get sick. So that's really the driving impetus here, is to keep people from getting sick from untreated human and animal waste.
Okay. So if it weren't for this partnership, what wouldn't happen? So what wouldn't have been accomplished?
Well, currently we're able to look at all of our shorelines, and we have 227 miles of them, so we've got quite a bit to take a look at, and we're able to clean up those ones that we think are a potential problem for human disease. But we've also been very successful in cleaning up shellfish beds and swimming beaches, and little by little we've really prevented a lot of potential hazards and illness from occurring. We've seen, in fact, in 2013, we didn't see any reports of swimmer's itch or any waterborne illness in our lake swimming beaches.
Wow, that's an accomplishment unto itself.
It was quite an accomplishment. We also saw, since 2011, in our streams, we monitor 57 of them now, and what we've noticed is since 2011, we have more streams that are getting cleaner, and in 2013 was the first year that we didn't have any streams that were getting dirtier.
That's fantastic. Well, wonderful. Leslie, thank you so much for being part of the program today. If our viewers wanted to learn more about the Pollution Identification and Correction Program and what the Health District is doing, how would they find that?
They can go on our website at kitsappublichealth.org under Environment and Pollution Identification and Correction, or they could call me directly at 360-337-5627.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And stay tuned for more. Welcome back. Joining me now is Renee Johnson with WSU Kitsap Extension. Renee, thanks so much for being part of this program today.
Thank you for having me.
So what I'd like you to share with the viewers is a little bit about what does the Clean Water Kitsap partnership mean to the WSU Extension?
At the WSU Kitsap Extension, we are the front door to the university, and we help to educate people and get them involved in protecting local water resources. With the partnership that we have with Clean Water Kitsap, we have access to the latest and most up-to-date science and information that we can share with the citizens of Kitsap County, and we also have opportunities for people to meet the professionals that are our partners in the classroom.
So is that classroom-based that you do these types of programs?
There's both classroom and field-based instruction, and we also have exciting and fun volunteer opportunities for citizens to get involved in.
Excellent. So what wouldn't have been able to be accomplished without the partnership?
Well, because of this partnership, we were able to design these innovative programs in partnership with Public Works and the other Clean Water Kitsap partners. So without the partnership of the Clean Water Kitsap and the leadership in Kitsap County and also the interested citizens, this program wouldn't be possible.
Okay. So why is Clean Water Kitsap and this program so important to WSU?
The Clean Water Kitsap partnership is important because each agency has a unique perspective that they bring to the table, but we're all working together towards the same goal of clean water in Kitsap County.
Well, fantastic. So, Renee, if our viewers want to know more information about what the WSU Extension does in partnership with Clean Water Kitsap, how would they learn about that?
People can learn about what WSU Extension does by visiting our website at kitsap.wsu.edu, or they may call me at 360-337-7224.
Well, wonderful. Renee, thank you so much for being part of the program, and stay tuned for more. Welcome back. Joining me now is Teresa Brooks and Brian Stahl with the Kitsap Conservation District. Teresa, Brian, thank you very much for being part of the program today. And we are talking everything Clean Water Kitsap. So what does the Clean Water Kitsap partnership mean to the Conservation District?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for inviting us. The program allows us to work with great partners in the Clean Water Kitsap, the WSU, and the Health District. And being able to work with that partnership, we can touch every aspect of protecting natural resources in Kitsap County. It allows us to fund programs that we may not be able to do just without that funding, and it's a great source of match for us to allow us to get other grants.
So what is it that the Conservation District does through this partnership? What are the programs that you bring to the community?
I think I'll let Teresa start off with the rain garden program, since she's the rain garden program manager.
Okay.
Yeah, so I run the rain garden portion of our programs, and it's extended now. It's not just rain gardens. So at first it was rain gardens, and then through Clean Water Kitsap we were able to broaden it. And we have other approaches like cisterns and permeable pavement, soaker trenches, and one other one, bioretention. We offer a site visit consultation free to the public that are in unincorporated Kitsap, and we'll come out and we'll evaluate their stormwater, and we'll help them solve any kind of stormwater problems that they have. And our goal is to get the water to run off the hard surfaces and soak in the ground on their parcel, instead of having it piped and ditched down into streams and back to Puget Sound. So that's the nature of our services that way, for the rain garden part. And we also do other for the.
So the other two programs that we offer is agricultural assistance. That's something that we've been doing for many years, and actually that's how we started. The Conservation District mainly began working with agriculture, protecting natural resources, and improving water quality.
So how do you do that?
We do that by, once again, it's free. We have free consultation. We can do that with farm planning. We can do that with offering funding for installing best management practices, or BMPs. Just in fact, over the past 15 years, we've written 374 farm farm plans, which is kind of like an educational document that provides information on how a landowner or farmer can run his property, run his farm, improve production, but still improve or reduce the chance of pollutants leaving their property. We've installed over 1,000 BMPs, the best management practices. We've installed over 90,000 feet of fencing.
Wow.
And we responded to over 440 referrals. And also, because of the partnership, we've been able to get $3.8 million in grants to be able to match with SWIM.
Wow.
So all those, the program has helped us a lot in spreading our services throughout the county to as many people as possible.
So what else has been, you shared some of your accomplishments that have been able to take place because of the partnership. How about with the rain gardens? What kind of volume, what's been accomplished?
Well, we were able to accomplish 100 rain gardens in the ground between 2010 and 2013.
Wow.
And then this year we were able to get in 17 rain gardens in the ground so far. And the season is just starting to explode here because it's better weather. People like to put them in, and we need to put them in the drier weather. So we stand to be able to place quite a few in the ground this year. We also have been able to contact and do a lot more site visits out there. So we've got almost 100 people that we've already seen, and there's a big pipeline of people that we are able to service and follow up on to help them get the rain gardens in the ground, and also offer those other approaches too.
Great.
Yeah, and we also have a backyard habitat program, which is based for streams, for stream habitat, and that program has we funded 28 projects with additional 28 projects which included unfunded, where it is helping with weed removal, helping with native planting. So that's a very important program also that gets us into the streams also. So we're pretty diverse. There's a lot of things that we can do to really help out an awful lot of people in this county.
Well, fantastic. Well, I appreciate you both being part of the program today. If some of our viewers wanted more information about rain gardens or the farm plans or even the backyard habitat, how would they find that information?
Well, of course, they can go to the Clean Water Kitsap's website. I think I'm sure there's a link there. If you want to go directly to our website, it's kitsapcd.org. And you can go in there and you're going to find all our programs and the appropriate contact person.
Well, thank you very much for being here and being part of the program. Is fantastic. And again, it's just a wonderful example of how our partnership of Clean Water Kitsap is really making a big difference in our local community. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for taking the time to watch this episode of Commissioner's Corner. We did everything about Clean Water Kitsap, and I hope that you learned a lot about the programs that are happening in our community. After the end of the program, you'll see a whole list of websites, names, and phone numbers. And if you need more information, you want to get out there, you want to connect to these programs, please do. It can make a huge difference not only to you and your home, but also our community at large. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.